Back with the Hood or Gorge University Sharks though, and we're in the off season. Gonna try to figure all this out. We won't be necessarily going light speed here. Take our times. Just let things happen. Pitt and Virginia today. Yeah, T-Money. What a beat, though. Do some refreshing of stuff to make sure everything is working as intended. Looks like we're there. And we'll slowly just start going into our recruiting here. See if anyone pops in and wants to help us out, make any decisions. And by overall, we got a decent shot at the #1 wide receiver and the #4 halfback, which would be huge. We lost a lot of talent this year. And we're going to be wanting to get a lot of talent back if we can. 15,000 points. Might do 5,000 on each of these guys. So we used everything properly to get ourselves into position to even have a chance at pulling these guys in. Got locked out by South Carolina, or by Doug here, and opened the lock, put us into second. Didn't allow South Carolina to pull away and get the commit. And a lot of teams are going to want Doug here. I want Howard Walker more, to be honest, although we can look at their stats. Doug's a 91-87 with, you know, a possibility of catching. 70 carrying, 70 stiff arm. 69 trucking. Decent little spin move, a good little juke. Pretty elusive. And Howard is a 90 speed, 93 acceleration, 80 catching. He's got great route running and release. Decent spectacular catch and traffic also. 81 overall. He would be by far the highest in our class. Overall wise, almost 9 higher, almost 10 higher than Doug Robinson. Billy Williams, we're gonna put points into, but we don't necessarily need to lock him up quite as much. That'd just be a bonus. Decent speed, 92-89. I like a fast receiver, someone who can break free. Johnny Param from Redlands, California. We'll give him some points. Seth Palmer. He's a speed back. He's not incredibly quick. He's a JUCO, so he's actually a 3-star JUCO is pretty rare to me. But that also means that we're gonna get fewer years with him. It's more of a patchwork solution there. So we may not go for him. There's a good chance we get Sean Ferguson here. Paul Shelby may just decide to come say hi. Kevin Williams. Kevin Atkinson. Solid amount of these guys could be heading to the Gorge. We'll probably get these two shit guys. We're going to get a quarterback. He's the number 119 quarterback, and he's not good. 53 overall. His throwing is, you know, moderate, but he can't run for shit. And we're gonna dump another 1,000 into each of these guys because we want to make sure that we get them. These two guys can make or break the class, and then we're gonna let the CPU put the remaining 1,000 or so. What's it gonna be? Almost 2,000 in. Bobby, oh, we won a bowl game. I'm pretty sure. right? Yeah, we beat Middle Tennessee in the Hawaii Bowl in Aloha Stadium. The curse is broken. And we got revenge because we played Middle Tennessee last season in the Armed Forces Bowl and lost. And here we got a chance to pull in 2 5-stars in our off season. Gosh, we played in a conference championship game that we lost due to some unfortunate clock management. We were on the goal, or we were like at the 5 or something with 12 seconds left. Our clock stopped. We passed it. We got it to Chaz, the concussion, on the goal line. He didn't get in. We went into the hurry up. And so that play maybe took like 3 or 4 seconds. So we had like 9 seconds spamming Y, trying to get the hurry up so that I can spike the ball or run a play. And it doesn't even bring up the play menu. And the clock runs out and we lose by a touchdown. So that was a bummer. But, you know, we had a solid season. 9 wins, I think. And I've been... actually, everything now, it has been cut and is in on Twitch under the videos. They're in collections by season, and then they're being uploaded to the YouTube over the next couple days. I'll have like one going up every hour during the day. So the Miami game is included in that, so you can easily find that and watch that to your heart's content. And I had an interesting idea for the next dynasty that we're gonna hit up, but I'm not sure when that'll be. We don't have a good class yet. I think we've only signed a few people. Yeah, 119. We've signed 8 guys, and we're the 119 class, above the other 2 Oregon schools though. We got to be the premier university in the state, as the Ducks are somehow a 2-star team and they went 1-8 in conference. So that's a bummer. But our goal was top 75 again. If we pull in 2 5-stars, I like our chances. We're losing a ton of talent this year. It was like everybody that matters. LaRon Edwards, Akeem Cleveland, Deontay Osborne, Lala Davis, Jared Red, like Lee Blankenship. Just, so many people. So that's why this signing day is going to be really important to picking up the pieces for the class. And I don't know. I'm not sure what our quarterback play is going to look like this year. I didn't look. I'm kind of holding it off, waiting until we go through training to even look at it or be worried about it. We had a chance at a really good athlete, but he got snatched up by by Colorado. So that kind of sucked. And we got Howard Walker and Doug Robinson and Billy Williams. A couple other guys that don't matter as much. Another running back, a couple right guards, and a wide receiver in that. So we got 2 5-stars, 3 3-stars, 2 top 10 team, 9 guys. So we more than doubled our class. That's gonna be huge. Oh, absolutely massive. And we went from like 100-something class to a top 50. Oh, look at that. 17 recruits, 7 3-stars. We don't worry about the 4-stars. We'll just skip past that. And only 3 teams had more 5-star recruits than us. How do you like that? Also, Bobby, we're never playing Miami ever again. Okay, that's a lie. We might. But I was, you know, in the process of cutting all the rest of the games, I did see that we also had an out-of-conference game, I think the year before this one, against Florida State, that we also got destroyed on. Florida State actually held us better We only scored a safety in that game, as we were allowed to score a touchdown against the Hurricanes. Oh, good signing day. We're going to see if anyone can be swapped around to new positions. It won't be the end of the world. Tyson Phillips with a couple of freshmen behind him. One of them is a transfer. I don't remember where he's coming out of. And then just the redshirt freshman from Bellingham. Two quarterbacks from Washington. I like that. Travis McKenzie. Classic. We won our bowl game against Middle Tennessee. We lost in the conference championship game due to some agonizingly poor clock management on my part. We were at the goal line as time expired. Oh, we got a lot of freshman running backs. Holy shit. We're going to be ridiculous in a couple of years. We ended the season like 9-5 or something. And our bowl game was the Hawaii Bowl, so we won again in Aloha Stadium. That's big. These guys gonna be good anywhere else? No. We lost a lot of talent this year. Like a lot. Both of our quarterbacks, Cleveland and Osborne, LaRon Edwards, both of our running backs, Davis and Red. Just a whole lot of guys. We still have the freshman phenom, who's now a sophomore. Can't wait to see what happens to him. And we just picked up Howard Walker, the #1 wide receiver, and another 5-star recruit. We got 2 5-stars on signing day. Top 50 class. I don't know if you saw that. Doug Robinson. Oof. And then a couple others. And we're just gonna see if anybody can move around to help fill roles. And I don't know if you heard then if your phone was glitching, but I've now cut everything besides what's being streamed right now, and it's on Twitch and individual stuff, and John's gonna have to continue both ways. They're all on Twitch under like category by season, and they'll be being uploaded to YouTube over the next couple days. It's 43 overall at tight end, and he's a junior redshirt, a receiving tight end. I might, like honestly, I kind of want to cut this guy. We'll move him to receiver, because at least he'll be a 47 overall. But that's a brutal thing to happen. Chaz Wilkinson, not great. Our tight end core. I mean, I guess when you get that many concussions, things are bound to happen. We're just seeing if anybody can be moved to good spots. He's taking up roster space, but we don't. It's not like we're maxed out on roster space. Although we may cut him, cause what good is he gonna do? He's never gonna. Yeah, you're right. He's never gonna play. Any of these guys, Alex Logan, the redshirt freshman, are you gonna be able to do anything? He could play free safety just as well. We might move in there depending on our depth at that position. So let's just see. We got 4 free safeties and 3 strong safeties. I think we're fine. No need to worry about any of these guys. And yes, left tackle Do you just look for wherever they fit in best on the line? Like this guy's a better center. My center is 66 overall. So like if we move Chapman over to the center, we'll have a 76 overall center, and then we just need to get new left tackles. Left tackles are apparently just better out here. Let's see, can this guy play defense at all? Defensive tackle, no. And the ends, no. We need a left tackle. Ooh. We don't want to take our left guard from that spot. Okay. Yeah, backups better than starters is important. Move this guy to left tackle. Ooh, maybe that's not worth it. Doesn't play well on defense either. But we'll be in a good spot. Hopefully. Otherwise, ooh. Tom Collins. Redshirt freshman. He's gonna be warm in the bench. And I'm gonna hope that he can do something good. A couple freshmen coming in. This guy could play in a couple spots. I do have a lot of right tackles. I could probably move some of these guys then, and they're all pretty good. Okay. How are you going to play on the left side? 69. How about you? Will you be a 71? Okay, and there we go. I like that. 3 right tackles. 3 left tackles. 72, 71 at the guard, 76 at center, 67 at the right guard. What if we move this guy to a right guard? 69. And move one of the guards over, since we got so many of them. That way our starters a little bit better, but our backups aren't quite as amazing. Marcus Collier, he's a new guy, so that'll be exciting. Let's look at our defense. Sean Murray doing all right. Can he play anywhere better? He can play a tackle as a 70. And we got solid depth here. The right end spot is a 67. Oh, I didn't look. I don't think for these guys to be right ends. Maybe I did. They'd both be 64, so that's not a huge increase. Let's look at our DTs. Will you improve somewhere else? No, you're not good, but you're a freshman. Craig Bain. Obviously, that's a great name, so that'll be useful. Also, some of these guys are going to get swapped around or get some training, so that's nice. Yeah. Let's see. We're fine there. Tim Pope. Where do we need? 3. So we need to move Tim Pope to a right end. Takes a little bit of an overall hit, but that way we have some more depth, and our backup is still better in that case. At the linebacker spot, ooh, this guy could play a good DT. He could play good anywhere on the line. Okay, 69 overall anywhere. How big of an improvement does that give us? 70, none. 67 to 77. So if anything, he'll move to a right end, since he's a starter right now. .55's there. 63 is here. Ooh, he improves moving to an end spot, so we could use that guy as a right end. See if any of these guys are better tight ends. They're not, but we'll have a lot of depth there. 72, 71. Ooh, okay. Now that's a better right end. We can move the original guy back to that linebacker spot. It was Pope, right? No, Pope was a defensive tackle, and he's a much better defensive tackle, so we can keep him there. And this guy was just a middle linebacker, but he's good. That'll give us a little bit of maneuverability. The middle linebacker spot's not super strong, as this guy would actually make a 52 on the defensive tackle. Do we have a guy here that would play higher than that in a linebacker spot? No, we'll leave that. Ooh, 2 right outside linebackers, but they're not going to be moved around. That's pretty solid, as long as none of them get injured. And we can improve to 47 at the free safety there with Shaw. Did I say 47? Do I know words? 77. I need a 74. This guy could go to a 71 at the free safety. So if our free safeties or strong safeties can improve by moving to corner, then we can move some guys around in that aspect. Free safeties. You. Will you be a better corner? No. How about you? Not even close. Charles? Nowhere near. Nope. And that would give us a 73 overall corner, but it would just be replacing. Actually, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, move Shaw to safety, because he's now our highest safety. And then Ross can go to corner, and he's still a high-rated corner. But our starter gets better. Solid look at the strong safety, but only really for our starter. And we'll call that good. No athletes. We'll look to see if anybody can throw to play quarterback here, who's not a quarterback. Actually, yeah, you're right. That would probably give us more depth, huh? Wise. A lot of work there moving guys around. And let's train. see if anybody gets good. Bobby, start thinking of some ideas for our out-of-conference. I'm playing an FCS school. I know that. I want an out-of-conference win, almost guaranteed. So that's what's going to have to happen there. As we get some decent improvement. Tyson Phillips, he's only a junior, redshirted of course, but he's 77. Increases his speed and acceleration a little bit, and a couple of redshirt freshmen. Ray Jones could be pretty useful. I mean, in the coming years, he'll continue to get faster. 78 awareness, I like that. He can, wow. Phillips has an 82 break tackle, 79 elusiveness. Good ball carrier vision, decent spin move, juke. How's his throwing? 74 and 80, not terrible. We do have Ryan Henry who can come in if we need to throw some bombs, considering his throw power is 11 higher. And then the scrambler in a couple years, assuming we don't get a great recruit, is looking like he's set up to make throws. I like that. Two guys at the halfback spot, so this might get interesting. Maurice Williams is probably going to get some weird carries. But good overall gains for these guys. Matt Parrish is a freshman. Speed back, 86, 87. He'll get better. Travis McKenzie, 99 acceleration, but only 84 speed. So we're not going to be bruising people on the open runs. You know, if we get into the open field, we'll probably get carried down, caught up to. Although he's got some strength. 82 strength, but he can break tackles and he can truck. And stiff arm. I like that. Look at the receivers. What these crazy dudes did. Billings increases his speed by 2 somehow. So 99 speed, 95 acceleration. He's going to be an even better all-arounder. Yeah. That's very true. They don't get their spring workout in. David Lacey picks up some acceleration, but it's his awareness. God, John Billings' awareness is not good. I'm imagining it's his catching that's going to improve. Yeah, 99 catch for David Lacey. Good spectacular catch. Great catch in traffic. Great route running. So David Lacey's going to be our main. John Billings, we actually might move him down in the wide receiver depth chart because he'll be playing multiple ways. He was playing safety last year, plus our kickoff and punt returns. And then we got guys that really haven't played much, like ever. Kevin Davis, Josh Wright, Ernest Wilson. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. Chaz gets some improvements, plus 6 overall for him. That's nice. What is he? What year is he? He's a junior, so he'll have another year. Don't care about my line enough to go through that in depth. And some solid gains all around for these guys. Fast on a few of them. On our starters. All of our coverage guys are 80 or above. Big improvements for our kicking game. And that's what we like to see. Alright. Let's maybe cut those guys who aren't contributing at all. Um, 10 players from Washington, 32 from California. Wow. 2 from Oregon. Our roster is a little bit too big, so we're going to find those. Actually, I can just probably go to all players. Do this the old-fashioned way. Sort by overall. Cut these guys that don't matter. Kenny Williams, number 0. Is he... Ugh. Is he going to be worth keeping around? 40 overall. That's not good. True freshman, 40 overall. I think he might be the one player that we cut this year. Everybody else will at least exist. But the only thing he has going for him is that he is a scrambling quarterback. How's his throwing? No, he can't throw for shit either. Yeah, sorry, Kenny. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for joining the team for a little bit. We're going to get into the preseason, figure out our recruiting board, and set our depth chart. Make sure that Billings is playing everywhere. All that I need from him is increased stamina. If Billings had better stamina, he would be absolutely incredible. Right, Clark? Right, Clarky? Hey, Bobby, I'll see you later. Hoping that we can have positive results next time you pop in. No rage quits. Oh. That's right. Alright, let's redshirt players, go to our depth chart, do all that good stuff before we move beyond that. We have 5 running backs. We don't need all of them. We want Lionel Harris to have as much time to improve that speed. And we'll keep Doug Robinson. He might... Let's see, he's stronger than Matt. He's got more agility, but he can't break tackles as well. And I imagine he probably can't carry or catch quite as well. It's not bad. Robinson might, if we're needing speed, I'll probably put him in as the second string as the year goes on. But Antonio Ginn is also going to get redshirted. At the wideout spot, I got a lot of young men in here. And a couple of them are going to get redshirted. Guy from Altamont, Oregon. Maybe we can set Oregon up as a pipeline. He's got decent speed. And that'll just improve. We already have one true freshman playing. Ernest Wilson is a redshirt junior, 52 overall. Maybe he should have been cut. Howard Walker. It would be rude of us to redshirt that guy. We'll only redshirt here if we have a lot of potential and a lot of depth. Kevin Williams, I think, is going to get the red shirt. He's balanced, he's a higher overall, but he needs speed to be a little bit better. Red shirt there. Good on that, good on that. Ooh, we could red shirt a right end for sure. Probably the freshman. Get him as much time. He's going to have a lot of speed by the time he's a senior. Great acceleration already. 73 speed, it's only going to increase. Defensive tackle. We play 2 of those, so I'm fine with that depth. Fine with depth here. Corners. We'll take our new guy and redshirt him. He won't be seeing much playing time anyways at 53 overall. We only need so many free safeties. So we'll get these guys off the block. You don't have to worry about playing. The depth charts now. Here's where it's going to get interesting. We're going to have Davis come in for Jones so that if Phillips goes down, we'll at least have a scrambling quarterback in. Wait, what? Kevin Davis is actually a wide receiver. And he's our 3rd string. That's okay. Davis for Jones. That's not what we wanted to do. Okay, well, we'll keep that the way it is. And we'll keep all of these probably. We'll move Billings down so he's not getting quite as much playing time at the receiver spot. And then, let's see. Corners got a lot. What's Chaz best at? I know he exists. Just don't know why I can't find him. Chaz Wilkinson. Let's look by wide receivers. Oh, I'm thinking John Billings anyways. 72 overall at corner. So, probably shouldn't play corner. How about here? 76 at the free safety. And 75 at the strong safety. He'll come in there. T-Right, Billings, and Phillips. I know that we had another strong safety that we can actually play in the correct spot. No, that's not. I wanted a strong safety. I might have just screwed that up a little bit. But it'll work. Ooh, need to make sure, I hate when I go out of these menus, I need to make sure that my kick return stuff is good. Because there's no reason I shouldn't have an incredibly fast player returning my stuff, like John Billings. He's got the speed, I don't know why I would put someone that's slow in. That'll allow us to return kickoffs again. Especially since a lot of teams in the Mountain West can't quite kick into the back of the end zone. We'll play our FCS team to open. I like that. Do we have 2 late season out of conference games? No, thank you. We'll take 1. I'd rather not play Notre Dame. But I wouldn't be against it. Sure, we'll play Notre Dame late in the season. And we'll open the season wherever the hell we want, it seems like. What sounds fun? Western Kentucky has a cool mascot. UAB has a cool mascot. Who else is fun? We don't necessarily need to play. We'll play the other Miami. We played the first Miami originally. or last year. Ugh. So we'll play the other Miami this time around, and we'll go into recruiting now. Try to set this up as positively as possible. Get a decent start to our class. I imagine that we need a solid amount of players, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll check the top 100 first, because that's always the best thing to do. And we'll put the number 1 guy on our board. We'll take Ray Nixon, the number 5 guard, who's a 4-star. We want the fastest guys on our board. The strongest guys on our board. And then we can look at stuff that actually matters. What do we need? A tight end, a fullback, and a free safety. Oh my gosh. That's, or a tackle. A fullback and a free safety. That's going to make things pretty easy. Can we see a top 5? What are your top 10 schools? We don't want people outside of that. No need. And let's see. 3-star there. And then we'll also just take the number 1 tackle. Put him on the board. Because you never know. He's interested in Washington and Washington State. Look at our fullback now. Throw the number 1 on. No fullbacks have... Oh, okay. I was going to say no fullbacks have interest, but a couple of them do. We'll grab... Let's see. 2-star, 4.86, 4.6. This guy's a little bit quicker. We rarely use fullbacks anyways, so we'll just get one to have one. And then the free safety spot. We'll try to grab a couple running backs on the board. Somebody's got to like us. Couple guys there. Number 1, free safety. I think we already had him on our board, so we'll grab another one. And we got space for 6 more guys in the preseason board, so we'll go with a... Let's see what the top athletes are. I think they're already added for us. I don't know if any of them have any interest in us. Yeah, we have an athlete that likes us. That's decent. We'll throw him onto the board. Why not? And let's look at quarterbacks. We want a scrambler. We'll take the highest. And then people with interest. T. Burks. Might as well throw the next guy down on into the board. Somehow we aren't attracting interest from scrambling quarterbacks. That's a bummer. Speedbacks. We can add a couple more guys before we just start. Yeah, 3 more guys. So this guy's got interest in us. A 4.4. 40. Why not? We can see. Maybe he's a gem and we'll get lucky. Not what I want. And then these 2 guys. Scout all of them. Maybe we get lucky. Let's sort by overall. See if we can find the guys who increase the most. This fullback loses some. The athlete goes up. The free safety goes up. The athlete goes down. We're looking for gems here. Not looking for busts. Please. We found enough busts already. We're having a solid amount of guys going up right now. I like this. We're going to get a bust soon enough. That went down 3. Zach Walker, the quarterback, goes down 1. There's our first bust. Jesse Stanford. It's a shame. There's a, ooh, Jared Smith. Big bust there. See one of the guys that's interested in us? That's a shame. From Baker. That makes sense. The bust from Baker. Throw a couple more. And we found some decent prospects. Fast free safety there. Good man. Better zone. He can tackle. It's all stuff that we're lacking. Very fast. Athlete here, 97, 96 on his speed stats. He can't tackle very well. He's got great man and zone coverage, decent pursuit. He can catch. Can he throw? Not really. The running back is quick. Pretty strong. Not very strong. He can catch mediocre for a running back. The quarterback, mediocre on speed, but a great passer. We could work around that. Solid players. That guy can catch well, and he can cover great. Let's get into the regular season. Play a game. I'm itching for football. So we're going to start against Miami. Oh, eventually we'll get into the regular season. Somewhere there's information that I need on this phone. 1 preseason All-American, 5 preseason All-Conference players. I'm assuming that John Billings will be our All-American. Do we have a chance to be ranked preseason? I highly doubt it. With the class that we had coming in. It's a solid look. 65 on our ranking with awful special teams and a chance to do something big. Coaches poll. Oh, yeah, we're not going to be anywhere near that. If we win out, we'll eventually get ranked. That's all that matters. Heisman watch. We don't have anybody yet. Boise does, though. That's in conference. Good to see. They had an All-American there. And right now we're projected second in our division behind Fresno. Let's look at these All-Americans. All-NCAA, John Billings, first team. Gonna be making us look great. And all conference wise, 2 guys first team. 3 guys, second team. Somehow our kicker, who's relatively untested, is there. And yeah, 45 in 4 years. That's a good 4-year outlook compared to what we've had. Let's do our recruiting. And then play Miami. We're going to scout everybody that we can here who didn't get scouted before, now that our board is filled. We should start running into guys here. There we go. There's a bust immediately. Still no gems. Oh, it's starting to look bad. Everybody's dropping like flies right now. The middle linebacker goes up. Christian Hooper goes up 5 as an outside linebacker. That's solid. The middle linebacker goes up 6. The other one goes up 4. I like seeing that. Tackles. One goes down, one goes up. Chris Williams, the tight end, goes up. Joel Douglas loses some. Deck the halls with fucking Holly. Holy shit. Jeff Hawley there with a 9 overall increase. Somehow not a gem. He's got mediocre speed. He can catch all right. It's a guy that we're going to be looking for. And the guys at the bottom run into problems. We don't want low 50s overall. It's just not going to help. We need better players than that. So anybody that's below 60 is just going to be taken off the board this season. No matter what their stats are. And now that we spent 750 points, we're going to start actually like offering scholarships. Tommy Dixon, the #1 free safety, we'll offer him. Give points to these guys. Thomas James. Just a couple 5 stars early in the board. We got chances to get some of these guys. Good bonuses compared to last year as well. That's going to be clutch. Ray Nixon. I think there's a good chance that we get him. We already have a player from Alaska, so that's cool. But B+ proximity and A+ playing time. That'll be nice. Second best defensive end, the #12 athlete. And we can put 500 more points into one of these guys. We'll take the #1 athlete. See what we can do there. If it's going to be worth it pursuing all those guys early. And I imagine that I don't have any more coach upgrades. No, we're a ways off. But we can play our game.